All right, Jeff Coe here, and this is another episode of Marketing Strategy Lab show notes. And this episode, I'm actually reviewing and giving the show notes on is the lab ramp that Jason did on Grant Cardone's 10 times rule: never lower your price, add value. Now, Jason brings up a great point about this, and but before I kind of give you my notes, I hope that you guys know who Grant Cardone is. He's actually a gentleman, actually locally here in LA, and he's actually a pretty entertaining guy. You know, he's one of those personality types where you're either gonna love him or you're absolutely going to hate him. In my case, I'm still undecided, but so far I think I like him on what he says, is because he says things in a very unique way. And if you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, Grant Cardone, go to YouTube and check it out, and you can see a lot of his videos. And that's actually where we got the concept of the lab rant, is because he actually does his rants, and he says something like, everyone has 2 cents, so here's 2 minutes to your 2 cents, or something like that, and he gives a rant off on certain things. So we thought that was pretty cool, so we actually try to copy that, and I obviously added the word lab in front of it, and we started doing it on a daily basis for our podcast. And obviously that was one concept that we decided to do, because it was a lot shorter and a lot easier to deliver. But also at the same time we decided to do the lab rant is because on the iTunes ranking, the more downloads you have, you actually get ranked much higher on iTunes. And when you get ranked higher in a particular category like marketing, we're hoping on the fact that we show up on the top of iTunes, so that way we get more subscribers, more people to our website, and hope that they subscribe to our website. Now the problem that we discovered is that iTunes changed the way they actually do their rankings, meaning that what we see, or what I see on my top 50 list on iTunes, is going to be dramatically different than someone else. And the reason why we know that for a fact is because we got a remote server that we've been using a lot for our marketing purposes when we're doing kind of a very interesting marketing, let's just call it, and we saw that our top 50 was literally different. I'm talking about like 100% different than the other top 50 on that remote server. And when we looked at that, we were just like, you know what, maybe this is just kind of dumb, doing these 7-day show, because hey, it's a lot of work, first off, because we're doing about, some of the shows are like around 45 minutes long, so it's a lot of work, to try to deliver great content. And we were just like, you know what, let's cut that out. So the point of the matter is this, is that for Jason, I'm talking about never lower your price but add value. I 100% agree with that statement. Never lower your price. And but there's a little asterisk on there, right? Because when people make a buying decision, right, there was a lot of times I learned in the sales and marketing when I first started working in sales. One of my favorite lines that I used to do when people say, "Ooh, that's too expensive," right? Because you hear that all the time. "Oh, that's too expensive. That's too expensive." And I said, Mr. Customer, I said, I understand your concern. You see it that this may be a little bit, out of your budget. But let me ask you this: when you make a buying decision, now, typically, most people will make a buying decision on 3 things, and one of those 3 things are this: is one, it's obviously price, which you stated that it's a little bit too expensive, but the other thing is customer service, what type of customer service you get from the person who's actually going to assist you to get this product or service whatsoever, blah, 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 blah. Or the third thing is quality of the product. And you've already stated to me how much you love this product and how much superior this product is. So out of these 3, which one is the least important to you when you make a buying decision? And guess what? You stay quiet, and usually 9 out of 10 times, unless they're like a jerk or something like that, they're going to tell you, well, price. And I said, exactly. And that's all I'm stating to you is blah, 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 blah. And I used to do that all day long when I was actually selling insurance, and it used to work like gangbusters, because I was selling car insurance at State Farm before. And with State Farm, their policy, their premium was like right in the middle, depending on what you do. It wasn't the cheapest, nor it was not the most expensive, but the policy was much better than most people. So obviously the quality of the product was better, service was much better because I was handling it, and they knew that if I would take care of them. So they always bought. So a lot of times people that were with Geico and stuff like that and had a bad experience with like a claim or something like that, right? Because they didn't have a insurance agent that they can actually talk to or go to their office and actually shake their hand and say, hey, you know what, I got into this car accident, what should I do? That kind of stuff. So they ended up actually changing over because of that. So So the point is this, is that, obviously add value, but there is a time and place to actually lower prices as well. And that's what I'm actually disagreeing with on Jason with that little asterisk, okay, is because one of the things that we've been testing out, that's been working like gangbusters, and you hear this all the time, like in the internet world, it's called like tripwires, right? That kind of stuff, or basically the introductory product that people can buy from you. So what we've been doing is we've been selling information product in the real estate community, but what we ended up doing is, like, taking a certain part of that course out and creating a little mini course out of it as not a free giveaway, but actually as a $7 report, $1 report, $20 course, that kind of stuff. And the reason why we wanted to do that is because we want to get those people into our sales funnel, because once they are into our sales funnel, it's a lot easier for them to buy other stuff, because you can upsell them into something else, and it's a completely different relationship when someone actually opens their checkbook for you. So the point is, yeah, don't drop the price, add value, yes, correct. But when it comes to customer acquisition, there's multiple strategy that you can use to actually drop price. You can literally, give free trials out, right? At a $1 trial, and you can actually kind of argue that says, hey, you're not really dropping the price. It's a free, it's a free trial, so it's not really dropping price. But again, you got to test things out. So the point of the matter is this: is that if you're in marketing, you're trying to generate sales, you're trying to generate leads to get sales. Then you got to test things out. Okay, there's a proven method. The proven method is what you got to test. Okay, so that's what I got for you. And if you haven't checked it out, go to Grant Cardone. Check him out on YouTube. He has some hilarious videos that he has on there. And if you haven't gotten his book, The 10X Rule, I definitely recommend for you to get it. I started reading it myself, and he's an exciting guy. Kind of give you a, it's kind of like Jordan Belfort plus I want to say Tony Robbins kind of deal, but Belfort is kind of, you can tell that he's been trained by Tony Robbins because he does a lot of his style of presentation, right? So, but the point is, check him out if you haven't, and even check out his podcast as well. It's really, really cool. So, Jeff Koga giving you another show notes for Marketing Strategy Lab, and if you haven't heard any of our episodes, go check it out, and make sure you go to iTunes, subscribe, and leave us a comment, because we are on the mission to get 500 comments and reviews in the first 60 days. We're almost day 30, and we only have like 40. So we got a long ways to go. So point is, go out there, support us, and this is Jeff Koga, and I will see you on the next episode of Marketing Strategy Lab. I'm signing out.